ready to go. I ain't even sweating these fools, it's the only thing that they know. You know entrepreneurs, you only do what you're told. That's how I know you ain't talking to me when you say no.
What's up guys, I'm Skullz and today we're checking out, well, Invincible, and then I'm gonna try to pronounce this. It looks French, so Latini contre le pire. That's all I got. I know. We're gonna listen to this, then Invincible. A lot of people told me I don't even have to listen to this, but I'm not skipping anything when it comes to Tool. We are going through it. I wanna hear every second of every album the way they want me to hear it. So if you don't want to hear this, skip it, because I want to hear it. I'm not going to give too much of an update on this album, just the fact that I've been enjoying it a lot so far. I really enjoy the mix. I really enjoy the approach. I gave most of my thoughts on Numa on the last video. I don't feel like they've evolved much since. I feel like this and 10,000 Days especially, the meanings of songs have been a bit more on the nose and straightforward. Sorry, phone. And I also think, oh, go away, smart defrag. I do feel like these songs wouldn't feel as earned without the albums before it. I talked a little bit about that on the Lateralis album. Lateralis benefited so much from the journey of Undertow and Anima, narratively speaking, because I feel like when I'm listening to music, happiness has to feel earned, and I think it completely stands on its own. But with Undertow and Anima behind it, it just gives it so much more fuel on top of an already spectacular album. And I feel like that carries over into 10,000 Days too, and I feel like that carries over into this album so far. It's like a television show, you know? Season 3 wouldn't be what it is without season 1 and 2. But I don't even remember where I was going with that. I might be overthinking and I might be overanalyzing. But alright, we're gonna go into the French song or whatever it is. But let me look up what it means. Okay, so it is French. It means litany against fear. Litany in Christian worship and some forms of Judaic worship is a form of prayer used in service and processions and consisting of a number of petitions. The name is a reference to Frank Herbert's Dune. The litany against fear is a mantra said often by higher members of society in mental training in the series as a way to ground themselves when they may be losing a grip due to fear and anxiety. So there is a lot of context that needs to be had with this interlude. I should just hop into it. Like, I feel like I'm overanalyzing. All right, but yeah, if you're new here, consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Helps the channel grow, helps the video reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot. Sorry for the scatterbrain intro, guys. Let's hop in. Oh boy. Definitely getting lost in these sounds. It's weird. They're a little bit like intrusive, but they're also very soothing. And what I mean by intrusive is they pierce through. It's weird. It's a little perplexing because I feel very calm, but it's also very harsh in the ears. Maybe that's the point, because grounding, I know, is a technique of like identifying things around you when you're in a state of like panic. And it is effective because it does get you outside of your mind. All right, I feel like I said pretty much everything I wanted to say about that one, so I'm just gonna go right into Invincible. I'm getting a Radiohead vibe here. Not really in the tones or anything, but in the playing style of this part. I'm trying to think of the song. I'm gonna find it real quick. Yeah, right here. It's Present Tense by Radiohead. It's just like the chord changes, something about it. The chord changes and the jumping around the neck and everything just gave me that kind of vibe. If you give me a Radiohead vibe, I'm always happy.
Longing tooth and soul, longing for another wind. Lurching to the fray, weapon out and belly in. Warrior, struggling to remain consequential. Low, loud, bold and proud of where I've been. But here I am. Beating chest and drums.
I really like the way this one pulls you in. It's slow and confident. It has a very different tone to it than the other two tracks. It feels more empathetic or sympathetic. I don't know, but I like this side of them. I feel like it's a side I haven't heard in a while from them, or maybe just like from what I'm listening from Tool, maybe I've just been in a more aggressive mood. I don't know. I will say this, I don't normally critique them, but I wasn't the craziest about Danny's first part, just the ding, dun, dun. But I have a feeling there's a greater reason for it that I don't know yet. I'm gonna hop into the lyrics though. So verse 1, long in tooth and soul, longing for another win, lurch into the fray, weapon out and belly in. So this seems a little bit like I'm getting old, but I don't want to just fade into the background. So I'm going to continue to push my limits and push myself. But the lyrics continue, warrior struggling to remain consequential. This feels a little bit like Tool saying we still want to be relevant and we haven't been around for 13 years. But we're going to come back and do what we can. I actually think there's a deeper meaning behind this. It's so applicable to anything, but I can't help but feel like that's relevant. 13 years is such a long time, and to come back, I feel like there's some things they need to address. But then the chorus, bellow aloud, bold and proud, of where I've been, but here I am. Okay, so it doesn't really seem like he has regrets, but it seems like he wants to be back in the limelight.
Beating chest and drums, beating giant bones again.
Oh. Okay, there's a lot going on here. This is like Zombie 2.0, especially in the bass tone, man. Like, it sounds exactly like Zombie. It also has a lot of room, and there's this weird shuffly effect. And it's a much easier song to feel the first time around. I really love the sound of this one. Maynard's melody choice is amazing. But let's get back into the lyrics. So verse 2, beating chest in drums, beating tired bones again. Age-old battle, mine, weapon out and belly in. So this feels a little bit anxiety-inducing, like the end is near, and perhaps it is the fear of becoming irrelevant. But the lyrics continue. Tales told of battles won, of things we've done. Caligula would grin? Caligula? So Caligula is Julius Caesar. Caesar. I hope I got that right. Verse 3. Beating tired bones, tripping through, remembering when once invincible. Now the armor's wearing thin, heavy shield down. Warriors struggling to remain relevant, warriors struggling to remain consequential. So this is someone struggling with the fact that he can no longer live in the glory days. He feels the best days are behind him. And I feel like he really makes that compelling by saying, like, his body's failing him. Like, he's like the heavy shield, the shield's getting heavier. The old bones. He's integrating the biology again. This is a moment of looking at what you have to work with after looking at the infinite possibilities you have with Pneuma. But then the chorus, cry aloud, bold and proud, of where I've been, but here I am, where I end. Yeah, so this is pretty self-explanatory, I think. You can apply it to a lot of things, and what he meant to apply it to, I don't know. But this is clearly someone who believes his glory days are behind him. Okay, I just gotta say, real quick, the fact that the second half of this song is slowing down is freaking brilliant. It's literally like the second half can't keep up with the first half anymore. And it's all about, like, the glory days are behind me. Like, I'm getting too old. I can't keep up. That is awesome. But then Danny's going in with the drums, and it's like, oh, that fire is still alive in you, though. This is really cool. This is definitely giving me zombie vibes, though. It's definitely gotta be related in some kind of way. Okay, there was some very, very risky choices in that song. So that middle section, I can't lie to you guys, I was getting a little bored. But then it came back in and it revealed its purpose. And that's risky, man. That's very risky. Because it was like the fire within him was dying, and then like he just found it and it just roared into a flame. And when it started roaring, man, that would have not been the same without that lull. It sort of reminds me of Ticks and Leeches. I felt like that long, quiet part, it didn't really serve the purpose I wanted it to. And that section kind of gets like where I'm like, eh. But that lull in this part had a important role to play. That just made the end hit so much harder. Great drum work, man. Like always, every Tool video, great drum work. But I do feel like they could have trimmed this song down a little. But regardless, I still loved this. All right, let me finish up the lyrics. Tears in my eyes, chasing Ponce de Leon's phantoms, so filled with hope. I can taste mythical fountains, false hope perhaps, but the truth never got in my way. Before now, feel the sting, feeling time bearing down. And that, okay, so that even explains too the fact that it slowed down. Feel time bearing down. Man, that line, but the truth never got in my way before now. That's really honest, and man, that's a hell of a line coming off of Numa. If you focus too much on the truth, it can get in your way. It can bring you down. There's nothing to be gained in the truth. Sometimes you have to think bigger than that. And it's clear that Maynard understands that in the narrative. This is just kind of a backslide for him. And it looks like those lyrics just repeat, so I'm going to end it there. Man, this was an interesting one. It's definitely gonna be a grower for me, I think. And based on the pacing so far in this album, I really feel like that ending part was really necessary because the whole album has been kind of slower. Slow isn't bad, just anything done too much over and over again. So if there's like 3-4 songs in a row that are just all slow, that's going to hurt the pacing. You want to mix it up. But so far, the ambition on this album is crazy. Clearly, this band wasn't just sitting on their hands the 13 years they were gone. I mean, they're still so polished. And, I mean, Danny especially, he sounds more polished than he's ever been. And more technical. I mean, Numa's just crazy. But alright guys, that's where I'm going to end the video. I appreciate you stopping and hanging out with me. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Helps the channel grow, helps the video reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot. And wherever you are, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good night. And as always, I look forward to the next one. Peace.
Don't want to risk it for